Hi there, this is Anup. Today we are going to talk about April Patch Tuesday updates. What are the KB articles released for Windows 11 and Windows 10 on April Patch Tuesday? Is there any zero-day vulnerability? Do we need to fix it as soon as possible? What are the fixes and improvements coming from April Patch Tuesday? All these things we are going to check it out. Also, we will cover the known issues which are not resolved with Windows 11 and Windows 10 April Patch Tuesday updates. We'll also look into SCCM side of things and Intune side of things. How to deploy patches using SCCM and Intune. So don't skip it. Let's go ahead and watch it out. Let's look into April 2023 Patch Tuesday details today. There's one zero-day vulnerability. We will look into Windows 10 11 updates as you can see over here. These are the Windows 11 updates and these are Windows 10 updates. We will also discuss fixes and known issues with April Patch Tuesday. We'll quickly look into SCCM Intune deployment options as well. How to deploy April Patch Tuesday updates using SCCM and Intune. Now let's go to the next slide. This is the quick overview which we are going to see in this video. Windows 10 patch KB5025221 and KB50223 Windows 11 patch KB5025224 KB5025239. Now let's go to the next slide. This is the one zero-day vulnerability which Microsoft released today. It is CVE 2023-28252. It is basically Windows command log file system driver elevation of privilege vulnerability. An attacker who successfully exploited this vulnerability could gain system privileges. Once you get system privileges, you know what all things that attacker can do on Windows PC. This is the vulnerability and it is not publicly disclosed. Exploitation detected. Microsoft has some proof that this vulnerability has been exploited by someone. That is why it says yes. That is why it is zero-day vulnerability. Now let's go to the next slide. We'll quickly look into the build versions of Windows 10 and Windows 11 in this slide. Windows 11 22H2. The build version is 10.0.22.621.1555. That is the build version for 22H2. 21H2 Windows 11 is 22.0.0.1817 and this is after installing these KB articles which are released on April 2023 Patch Tuesday. That is 11th of April. Windows 10 versions are explained over here. 22H2, 21H2, 21H1. These are the versions highlighted in this table. Now let's go to the next slide. You know there is a better way to install patches, that is Windows Auto Patch. We have a video explaining what is Windows Auto Patch. If you click on I button in YouTube over here, you would get the details of that video. There are two Windows 11 patches. These are the two Windows 11 patches and these are Windows 10 patches. You would be able to get these details from release announcements in Windows Auto Patch section within Microsoft Intune Admin Center. Now let's go to the next slide. We'll see patch improvements, April patch improvements. What are the new features added to Windows 11 as part of April Patch Tuesday? Notification for Microsoft accounts in the start menu, that is added. As you can see over here, notification icon will be there and it will be reminding you about some of the important steps or important configurations. And there are some search box improvements and there are a lot of new features included as part of Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. This is another very interesting feature that got included. Labs is included as a Windows inbox feature. There's no client required now. It is part of Windows inbox feature. It is built in. Labs client will be built in as part of Windows operating system now onwards. Let's go to the next slide. What are the main fixes? Kiosk device profile related issue got fixed. There was a login issue after Windows autopilot provisioning, etc. So that got fixed. Group policy management console issue also got fixed with April latest cumulative updates. Notepad issue also got fixed. There were two PowerPoint issues. One was related with AVD and other was related with accessibility tools. Both were fixed with this particular Windows 11 patch or patches. USB printer issue got fixed and complexity policy setting for pin is also fixed. SCCM certificate deployment reporting issue got fixed. Active Directory users and computer MMC console issue got fixed, and WinRM client issue is also got fixed as part of April releases. I have not covered all the fixes in this list, so you can check out the description of the video to get more details about the fixes. Let's go to the next slide. April patch is released, but there are still some known issues which are not fixed as part of April patches. Some of them are pretty old. You can see the version details over here. When is this originated and what is the status? For most of the known issues, workaround is already provided or mitigation is in place, but Microsoft is working for first party resolution. As per Microsoft, most of these fixes will be released in the future Patch Tuesdays. As you can see, some of these non-issues are from last year and it is not yet fixed. And some of these issues are not an issue. It is as per the design. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Now we are looking into Windows 10 fixes, improvements, etc. with April patches. As you can see over here, there is not that much improvements in Windows 10 nowadays. Microsoft is more and more concentrating on Windows 11, but I have seen Labs is included in Windows 10 also as an inbox solution. I will add more details in the description of the video about Labs, so do check it out. And the fixes, Microsoft mainly highlighted about USB printers related issues. USB printers were detecting as multimedia devices. Now it is fixed. Let's go to the next slide. Non-issues with Windows 10. These issues are not fixed with April 2023 patches. This list is similar to Windows 11 non-issue list, so I'm not going to go through it in detail, but you can pause the video and check this out. And you can get all the latest information from the description of the video. Do check the description of the video to get the latest information. How do we deploy patches using SCCM? You need to initiate a sync. That is the first thing you need to do. You can right click on all software updates node and initiate WSU sync from this path in SCCM console, and specifically you can search for these patches and you can create a software update group, or you can use the ADR rule to create patch packages and deploy to Windows 10 and Windows 11 devices using SCCM. This is standard process. Okay, now let's go to the next slide. How do we deploy patches using Intune? Auto patch is one of the method. There's another method that can be used to expedite the patches. If you have a 0-day issue and you want to fix that issue with the patch, then you can use this method to expedite the patches. I will add more details into the description of the video, so do check that out. And there are other policies such as Windows 10 or later quality updates policies. Those policies are set and forget. You don't need to configure monthly policies. Once you set the policy with all the details, then every month during the patch Tuesday, it will automatically start deploying released patches to ring 1, ring 2, ring 3 devices as per your design. I have a video about that also over here, so click on I button to get more details about that Windows update or patching videos from Intune and for SCCM as well. Now let's go to the next slide. In some scenarios, you might need to download the patches manually. You can download April Patch Tuesday patches from Windows Update Catalog website. Search for particular patch, or you can use the search keyword 2023-04. 04 is April month. That will list down all the patches over here, and you can download the patches from there for offline kind of patch updates, etc. Now that you have seen all the details about April 2023 Patch Tuesday, Windows 10, Windows 11 patches, latest cumulative updates and fixes, non-issues and improvements, it is clear that Microsoft is concentrating more on Windows 11 topics, and Windows 10 is kind of the improvements, fixes are kind of very minimal for Windows 10 operating system. We have also discussed about zero-day vulnerabilities announced on April 2023 Patch Tuesday. This is similar to Outlook vulnerability, which was published in March 2023 Patch Tuesday. Hope this was helpful. Thank you all for watching. See you around.